Well, our next guest gave Robin Williams his makeover in Mrs. Doubtfire. He was stuck in traffic when the alien invaders of Independence Day leveled New York. And he has 3 Tony Awards for his writing and performing. But now Harvey Fierstein is putting his famous gravelly voice to great use in Mulan. It is the new animated feature from our parent company, Disney, which opens soon. And Harvey is with us this morning. Great to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be alive at this hour of the day.
Well, because you're performing at night, right? So
I'm
this makes it even
performing at night,
hard.
yeah. I'm on cabaret time these days. So 5 in the morning is not my favorite hour.
Oh, well, thank you.
But for you.
Anything, right?
Anything for you.
Okay, you play Yao, who's a little guy in the movie, kind of has a Napoleon complex, right?
Well, he's the little toughest, he's the meanest, toughest, roughest, fightingest soldier in the whole Chinese army.
So that's typecasting?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, he does end up in a dress at the end of the movie.
Let's take a look at the scene from the movie.
Anyone who acts otherwise will answer to me.
Ooh, tough guy.
Yao. Thank you for volunteering. Retrieve the arrow.
I'll get that arrow, pretty boy. And I'll do it with my shirt on.
One moment. You seem to be missing something.
That's great. Now, who could mistake that voice? What's it like? I've often wondered this. What is it like when you do a Disney cartoon like this? Because you go in and they haven't drawn anything. So how do you imagine the character?
Well, actually, they've been working on it for a few years before you ever get there.
Oh.
Most of the movies take about 5 years to make. I worked on Mulan for about 2.5 years. So they did know what he looked like, kind of, yeah, almost 99%. They know what they want. You go in, you give them what they want, and then if you're lucky, you give them a little bit extra, and they start coming around to let you add a little bit to the character.
Because they actually add you to the character. I mean, this character looks like you.
Yeah, he sort of does.
Is that a hard thing, though, to imagine when you're in a studio? Because you don't really have a stage, you don't have props to imagine. Is it a tough thing to do?
It's a lot easier seeing a Disney artist draw you than John Lovitz do me on Saturday Night Live. I'd much rather have a real artist do me, but, well, anyway.
Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Right.
No, I love John Lovitz. One of these days I'm going to do my imitation of him. I'll shave my head and walk on my knees, but it'll be cute.
Well, this is, in some ways, I guess, your bid for immortality, because, you know, these cartoons live forever.
They do, and you do know that. When I was a kid, I was always an art student, and my dream was to be a Disney animator. That's what I wanted more than anything.
Really?
So as I grew up, I ended up being a voice for Disney, and that's kind of life's way of coming back around. But you do know that these films, if they're well received, and I think this one is really brilliant, is going to be there forever. And I'm also very proud to be in the first Asian influenced Disney film. That's,
you know, your range is so extreme. I mean, you're a great writer. Torch Song Trilogy. You won all sorts of Emmy Awards for that. You're a wonderful, Tony Awards, I'm sorry. You're a wonderful performer.
Emmys, too.
Emmy, well, you were nominated for an Emmy.
just one more thing to dust.
Where do you keep them, by the way?
Up in my office.
Do you? So you're proud of them.
The cats sleep with them.
Yeah. But you write and you perform. Can you do without either? Could you ever become just a writer?
No. No, I think the only people who can do only one thing is critics. I think they're the only, and they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think anybody who limits themselves to doing one thing is really cheating their life. I mean, I cook, I garden, I paint, I do needlepoint, I make quilts, I write, I act on stage, film, nightclubs. I'm appearing now at 88's. I think you're not a full person unless you can push your limits in every way. And I'm one heck of a hammerer.
Oh, so you could help President Carter there doing the Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, listen,
kidding?
Good luck.
Me and Rosalind build houses. Oh, we're like this.
Well, you like the Disney movie so much, you're doing another one, and we'll look forward to that, too, Harvey. Now, you were over with Cindy Adams there. You guys were going like this to one another. What did that mean?
We know
Is
each
that a
other.
term of endearment?
No, we know each other a long time, don't we? No, sweetheart. I gave that up for Lent.
Harvey Fierstein, thanks for being with us.
Plastic or glass?
Plastic, watch your mouth, Crystal.
Acrylic, excuse me.
Mercy.
Anything you know about Harvey you'd like to spill,
Oh,
Cindy?
lots of things. We have the same dressmaker.
Oh,
Harvey.
early in the morning.